stairs to the first floor and into the canteen. The shutters were still closed, and she could not wait to open them for another fantastic day. Clementine swung the kitchen door open. Margery was not prepared for what they found inside. The entire room was covered in a horrific mess of baked beans. They were everywhere, smeared up the walls and all over the usually spotless stainless steel work surfaces that they spent so much time sanitizing and polishing every day. There was even a layer of beans slowly dripping off the ceiling, one at a time, landing on Sharon, who was sitting on the floor wailing as Karen fruitlessly dabbed at the mess with a roll of kitchen towel. "What?" Margery stared in horror. "What happened?" Sharon wailed from her place on the floor, wiping beans from her kitchen tabard. Karen gently patted her shoulder. "It's okay, Sharon. We'll have it all cleaned up in no time. Anyway, at least it's something to post about on our mum's Facebook group. You can say your husband spilt them. Get a lot of likes and that." Margery's second-in-command, Gloria, appeared from the long corridor that led to the walk-in fridge and freezer and dry store. She was pushing the mop bucket, a very sour expression on her face, her black hair spilling out from her hairnet in disarray. "I tried to stop him, Margery, but he insisted he could carry it all." She gestured to the huge gastro tray that usually housed all the decanted beans for lunchtime's jacket potatoes, now upside down on the floor, and obviously the cause of all the chaos. "He slipped, carrying the tub. I told him to use the trolley." She thrust the mop at young Benjamin, the newest Education Centre nourishment consultant. He hung his head in shame, and joined Karen in dabbing at the beans. Margery shook her head at them all. "I can't even come into work 20 minutes later than normal without something terrible happening," she said, waving her hands at them. "Gloria, get the cleaning team down here to help. Clem, grab some more kitchen roll. And where's Seren?" "She's gone to get changed," Gloria said, glaring at Benjamin. "She had beans in her shoes." "Sorry," Benjamin piped up from where he was scraping the mess off one of the work surfaces with a spoon. "We'd better not tell you any secrets, Ben," Clementine said. "You might spill the beans." Gloria turned to glare at her as she laughed uproariously at her own joke. The kitchen door slammed open with a crash, stunning them into silence. Deputy Head and Drama Teacher Rose Smith appeared in the room. She was as glamorous as ever, in her smartly tailored trouser suit. Her silver bob was pristine, with not a hair out of place, tucked back neatly behind her ears to show off a rather expensive-looking pair of earrings. She clacked off into the middle of the kitchen on her high heels, and the kitchen team parted like the waves of the Red Sea. Tiny music teacher Mrs. Large shuffled behind in her shadow, clutching her recorder bag. Assistant drama teacher Edward Daniels closed the door with a soft click, though how he managed it Margery did not know, as his arms were full of papers. The bizarre procession stopped just short of the pool of liquid spreading outwards on the floor. Rose stared at it in disgust for a moment, before throwing her arms in the air theatrically. "Ladies, ladies, ladies," Rose said triumphantly. "And very young man," piped up Mrs. Large, nodding in Benjamin's direction. She looked even more mousy than usual today in her beige cardigan and matching skirt. Rose glowered at her before continuing. "Now, I'm sure you all remember that auditions for our Christmas concert are going to take place at 3:30 today, and I expect you all to be there." "Or be square." Mrs. Large smiled at them toothily. Rose gave her a look that could have curdled milk. Mr. Daniels smirked at them both, but quickly covered his expression with a cough. "What if we don't want to be in your stupid Christmas play?" Clementine asked. "What if we're busy with more important matters?" Mrs. Smith took a deliberate look around the messy kitchen, her eyebrows raised. "Yes, it certainly looks like you're all terrible."